going to go over today and for the next couple of days, the skills that we're going to record is from the Virginia Nurses Aid Candidate Handbook, January 2024. Okay, so the first skill we're going to go over, of course, is going to be hand wash. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to get to it. And it's going to be skill number 1. Skill number 1 is hand wash. Okay? So if you turn to your books, or if you have a nurse's handbook or candidate handbook, if you turn to it, we're going to go over skill number 1. As we go over it, I'm going to actually be saying it and doing it. The best practice is always to say it and do it. So let's look at number 1, where it says address the client. And what's saying is that you can't go and wash your hands first until you go address the client. And if you looked at our first video, which was the opening, the first thing you do is knock on the door and you go address the client. How you doing, Mr. Johnson? My name is Mr. Goff. Before I get started on making up, say, blood pressure, I'm going to go wash my hands, put my gloves on, provide you privacy. So, number 1 skill is actually the hand washing. But you see how I addressed the client. I'm going to take his blood pressure, and I went through the opening, which was wash my hands, put on gloves, provide privacy. I provided privacy. Now I'm actually going to go do what? Wash my hands. Good. So, the second step is to turn on faucet. When you turn on faucet, you want to turn on hot and cold. Okay? Check the temperature. Good. Temperature is good. You wet your hands thoroughly. Good. You wet your hands thoroughly. Okay? Remember, when you wet your hands thoroughly, you don't want to touch any parts of the inner parts of the sink. Okay? You want to wet up to your wrist, all the way down to your fingertips. Got it? Making sure no dry spots. Do the same with the opposite hand. You want to apply 3 pumps of soap. Lather your hands for 20 seconds. So if you look at the clock, when I started to lather my hands, you want to lather your hands for 20 seconds. This is all it's saying is just rubbing your hands together. Rubbing your hands together. From your wrist to your fingertips. Okay? Keeping your hands and elbows down. Good. You could go past 20 seconds, but I encourage you to do at least 25 because you don't know where the proctor actually started your time. Good. Once you finish the 20 seconds, you actually take your fingernail beds and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or just scratching your fingernail bed. It's not taking your knuckles and doing this. It's your actual fingernail beds that you're going to rub in the palm of your hand. Once you finish doing that, you're going to rinse your hands, removing all soap from the wrist and fingertips. Rinse all from wrists and fingertips. The last step, please do not shake or swing your wet hands. The next step is you're going to grab paper towels. Sorry about that. You're going to grab paper towels. And if you look in your book, it says, dry all surface and hands, starting with the fingertips first. Fingertips first. Fingertips first. Then you do what? Dry all surface of hands. Got it? Dry all surface of hands. Then you have to take this, dispose of it, take a clean paper towel, and turn off what? Faucet. Okay? Good. You go right back in. Good. Give them the call bell. Lower the bed. Good. Simulate while removing gloves, wash your hands, release privacy, document, task complete. Okay? Good. Thank you.